Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTW BRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. We are playing as the WWF in the year 2001, but more importantly, we are booking the invasion angle. For the longest time, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are subscribed to What Culture WWE. Adam Blampier, the face of the group, he does how he would have booked shows. And for the longest time, I've kind of wanted to do a series like that myself, and I think I might do a series like that. And one of them I wanted to cover was Invasion, but this kind of covers it, does it not? So, yeah. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I uploaded a vlog video a little bit before this, so if you wanted to check that out, see what's going on in my life, along with what's probably going to be happening with the channel here pretty soon, then yeah, go ahead and check that out. But if you just want to hear me talk about Sunday Night Heat, then let's just jump right into this, shall we? So we got a couple locker room incidents here for Sunday Night Heat. For one, Shawn Stasiak, he's getting a little bit of heat for having an ego. Don't know why Shawn Stasiak, of all people, would be having an ego. But I just gave him a slap on the wrist. I pretty much said, you know what, cut the ego down. Nothing happened, so I guess he still has an ego. Sean O'Haire also has heat for having a selfish attitude. I gave him a stern warning, nerds and geeks, because Sean O'Haire's been kind of getting on my nerves as of late. And I said, hey, Sean O'Haire, you better knock it off, dude. You're this close, and you can't see me, but I'm holding up my fingers like a fuse is about to go out. This close. Either way, Sean O'Haire's attitude did improve, and he was also pleased with how we handled the situation. So that's a pretty good, yeah. But that was really about it for the locker room incidents. I would like to point out one thing, though. If we go over here to our locker room, we're now at 46. Good Lord. Of course, Rhino doesn't help with him getting suspended, and of course, everybody else, doing something, with Shawn Stasiak apparently having an ego. Is that on here? There it is. Shawn Stasiak being selfish, and You guys are pissing me off. I mentioned this in the last Monday Night Raw video. I can't access them again. But like I said before, I'm sure a lot of you probably know what the locker room controls are. If there's anything you guys think I should do, definitely comment below, because Smackdown would be perfect to do it. Just saying. It would be perfect. Either way, though, enough rambling here. I am thinking about just telling them, this is my show. If you don't like it, walk out. But like I said, I'm worried about The Rock. Either way, let's go ahead and run the show for Sunday Night Heat. We have an opening segment here. Dean Malenko is already in the ring. And Jamie Noble comes out, and he's all talking trash, saying, I'm the future of this company, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really write out a whole story here. Practically what Jamie Noble is saying is he's like the next big deal, the next big thing, the next big star of the WWF. And if Dean Malenko was really a defending champion and really honored the light heavyweight title division, then he would give him a title shot right here, right now, in the DC Verizon Center. And Dean Malenko was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So we have our match. Get the hell out of here. We have our match. Wow. Got a C. That's a pretty good, yeah? For a Jamie Noble match, a C. That's probably his best match. I might check that out afterwards. We had a bout that had subpar wrestling and a little heat. Dean Malenko defeating Jamie Noble with the Texas Cloverleaf, making technically his first defense of his title. He had the in-ring performance of a C, and Jamie Noble a whole grade letter down below. I want to look at Jamie Noble real quick. Of course, everyone with their locker room morale. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. Look at Jamie Noble. Star quality? Good for you. Dean Malenko don't got no star quality. Moving on, we go to a D angle where Malenko is just celebrating, holding up the championship. Yay, I'm light heavyweight title. But once again, Cruiserweight champion Gregory Helms attacks him from behind. We then go to a D-. We called Victoria. She was known as Lisa Marie Vaughn before, but we did call Victoria up from not up from developmental. It's a one-night thing, not a permanent, a one-night thing. And this match cooled the crowd a little, apparently, but that's whatever. An abysmal match, because this is her rookie year. Lita defeating Victoria. We also had Chyna on commentary here. Damn, Vicky with a F+. Lita did have a D+, though, so there is that. Victoria's improving in Rumble. Hey, at least she's improving, right? We got a B angle here. It was the Raw recap, nerds and geeks. Now, usually we get, B pluses, A's for the Raw recaps because it shows like almost every big star. But this time we put Test and Albert in here because were a big deal on Monday Night Raw. So that's probably what brought it down a little bit. But it's still a B. That's not bad at all. Pretty much just going over the events. The number one contenders match between Triple H and The Undertaker, where Test and Albert got involved. They also attacked Kane backstage, and then we also had a highlight of the match between Jericho and Big Show for the Booker T's number one contendership for the WCW title, and then how Booker T tried to attack him Jericho from behind, but Jericho pretty much wasn't having it. So just your Raw recap. We then go to a Test and Albert performance here. Here comes Test and Albert, blah, blah, blah. And about that, a terrible wrestling, a non-existent crowd heap. Test and Albert defeating the team of C.W. Anderson and Just Insane. Or Just Insane, but, whatever. Just Insane is whatever. Albert defeated Just Insane with the flying leg drop. Jesus Christ, Albert. Also, Just Insane was the weak link. And the crowd was not having Just Insane. They said, don't come back. Cooled the crowd as well. Test looked excellent out there as well. That's awesome. Test and Albert with a C plus and a C. And C.W. Anderson with an E plus, while Just Insane had an F. Come on, Just Insane. Victoria had a higher grade than you. He's improving in Rumble, though, but I don't really care, because these guys were just local talents. I'm going to try to do local talents for every show, by the way. Or every Sunday Night Heat, at least. We then go to a C minus. Here's really the only major story I have going on Sunday Night Heat. Canyon, he makes his way down to the ring, the new Hardcore Championships, while he's the new Hardcore Champion. He makes his way down to the ring, a video starts playing showing his Hardcore title win on Raw, and then once in the ring, Canyon takes the mic and he says, 2 titles down, the WCW now owns 2 of the WWF's precious title belts. But before he can continue going on, he's interrupted by the music of the one, Billy Gunn. And then Canyon goes, hey, everybody, look who it is. If it isn't the one who couldn't get it done, Billy Gunn. And then Gunn goes, oh, you got jokes, do you? Well, Canyon, you're not wrong. At Judgment Day, I let the WWF down. Speaking of letdown, Shane is sure going to be let down once you lose that Hardcore title, because you're looking at the one who's going to kick your ass and take the Hardcore title back home to the WWF. Canyon then laughs. He says, Billy, are you completely delusional? Why the hell would I give you, of all people, a Hardcore title shot? And then Billy Gunn laughs back and he says, Canyon, are you an idiot? Or had you forgotten the way you won that title? You see, the Hardcore Championship has a 24/7 rule. And then by the time, after he says 24/7 rule, I imagine Billy Gunn's already in the ring. He swings at Canyon, and, Canyon hits the mat, and then Gunn just says, which means you have to put the title on at any time, pretty much, blah, blah, blah. And then the referee, rings the bell at, we have our match. I couldn't fit anymore. See? I don't even think I can now. Oh, I can. Whatever, that doesn't make much sense. Either way, the normal, and I was practically done, so I didn't want to do it here. So we go on to said match, which gets us a C minus, and about that had decent wrestling, but not much Wayne Heat. Canyon defeating the one Billy Gunn in 9 minutes and 54 seconds. Technically, he wins the Hardcore title because I messed up somewhere with that whole Rhino angle, where it was supposed to. I was trying to test out the new feature in Total Extreme Wrestling where you can have title changes during an angle, but I don't know where I messed up there. So there was that. But either way, this was a way to get the title on Canyon. Technically, this would be his first defense, but whatever. Canyon had an in-ring performance of a C+, and Billy Gunn with a D+. And we got a C. Not a bad Sunday Night Heat. Not too shabby at all. We go to our next turn. We are on Smackdown. So here we go, Nerds and Geeks. I am going to oh, okay. I thought China had a new beef with somebody. I'm going to show you guys something really quick. Here are the locker room controls. I don't know what the hell that was. Here are the locker room controls. And I would like one of you guys to kind of tell me what to do here, because I don't really know what I want to do yet. So we have a rib. We can pull a rib on someone, and it just has a chance of improving locker room morale, but it also and possibly making the target happier if he or she sees the funny side, but it also could, annoy them instead. We can then do a public firing, which I thought about doing for China. It's pretty much what it is. You just publicly fire someone in front of the whole locker room. It makes us more feared, apparently. It makes an enemy out of the person fired. So, I mean, China already hates us, so it doesn't really matter. And the overall effect on the backstage atmosphere depends on the workers' relationships. So I really think that would help. But again, I want to get the women's championship off of China first. We can meddle and try to improve some relationships. The only really person I would want to improve is China, but then again, everyone hates her now. We can clear the air. We can tell anyone who is unhappy to make their complaints public. It relieves some of the tension and makes all complainers a little happier. The disadvantage is, unfortunately, it gives a small penalty to the locker room atmosphere. There must be at least 3 unhappy workers present to do this. Well, yeah, we got a lot of unhappy workers. And then we can just, have a hardline stance, which pretty much says it's my way or the highway. If you guys aren't happy working here, you can walk out right now and get your release. Gives an instant boost to our credibility, improves our backstage behavior. The downside is, though, that all the releases are instant, and we have to pay the same cost, if any, as a normal release. So the backstage rating has to be less than 60% to do this, which it is. So let me know what you guys think I should do. Again, I'm a little worried about doing the hardline stance because, as I've mentioned prior, The Rock is very unhappy. He's very unhappy with us, and I cannot fix that. Other than that, though, nothing too special, nerds and geeks. I guess before we can end this off, we can check our email. Nothing's funny, nothing special there. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, my name's been OMG, WTF, LOL, WBRB, and I will see you guys for Friday Night Smackdown. So until then, have a wonderful day, guys.